Hello fellow Hell Let Loose players, Burning Ricky here, and as always I want to thank everyone for the likes and comments on the previous videos, and welcome all the new people who recently subbed to my channel. YouTube has been a pain in the behind the last few weeks, unsubbing random subscribers, removing likes and comments. It has something to do with the automatic system that is not functioning correctly. It needs to get rid of bots who subscribe and like videos and unwanted comments and spam, but instead it just decided to get rid of random subs, likes and comments. And it has done it to big but also to small YouTubers like me. YouTube already sent me a message about this and is working to fix the problem. So guys, check if you're still subscribed and your comments and likes are still accepted. It is really demoralizing for a small YouTube channel like mine, working hard to make the channel grow by making good content, then getting kicked in the family jewels because some YouTube bot is hyperactive and going rogue. So make sure you are still subscribed, that your like is still being accepted and seen, and that your comments are still there. YouTube's algorithm wants these three things. It gets my videos pushed by the YouTube algorithm into the recommended list. And to deliver the best possible content in the best possible quality, I have decided to start uploading in 1440p 2K resolution. Even if you have a 1080p screen, put the video on 1440p and press the refresh button, and the quality of the video will be much better than ever before. It is a lot of work for me and the files are a lot bigger. Editing and compiling a video takes a lot longer. But as I told you guys many times before, I want you to have the best quality, and so there you go. Now let's talk about how you can become a good engineer and earn a lot of experience by being one. Personally, I love being an engineer and building nodes, bunkers and helping the team. And I want to share my experience being a level 10 engineer with you all. The engineer is a very important class and there are several reasons for this. Number one, you can make nodes for the team and these nodes generate resources, ammunition, manpower and fuel. With these three resources, the commander of the team can spawn in tanks, trucks, airheads, do bombing runs, spawn recon planes and strafing runs, among other things. And number two, an engineer can make defensive structures that help your team defend an objective, like walls, bunkers, barbed wire, anti-tank obstacles and more. These are all very good to have on an objective your team wants to defend. Now when the game starts, ask your squad leader to request a supply truck from the commander at the HQ. This is by far the best way to start. The supply truck holds 2 crates of each 150 supplies. A node costs 50 supplies to make, so you can make 2 sets of 3 nodes. Drive to the 3rd or 4th line on the map and start making your nodes. If your supply truck runs out of supplies, then drive back to the HQ and pass the tank repair bridge. You will automatically load your truck with 2 more crates. And then make your last 2 sets of nodes. Just keep in mind that the sets of nodes need to be at least 50 meters away from each other. An experienced engineer can have this all done within 10-15 minutes, depending on the map and whether or not you get stuck or shot. And the truck will get stuck on everything and anything. And it has understeer and oversteer. In short, it drives like a boat, so be careful driving the truck around. Once you made all the nodes and the team has the maximum amount of 4 times 3 sets of nodes, drive back to the HQ to load your truck with 2 more crates. Then drive to the objective you want to make defenses on. I always choose the 3rd objective, even if my team owns the 4th one, because the 3rd objective is the most important one you want your team to hold on to. Because as we all know, the team that has 3 out of the 5 objectives wins when the time runs out. Once you reach the objective you want to reinforce with your defensive structures, drop your supply crates. You can still use the supplies if you are within 50 meters away from them, so try to drop them in a central location on the objective. Then start by putting down the blueprints of the structures you want to make and think about what you want to make and where you want to make them. For example, never place walls or structures on the side your team is coming from when taking that objective, because if your team loses the objective, then you and your team will be fighting against your own defenses. Also, think about what side the enemy will most likely attack the objective that your team is trying to defend, and put barbed wire and walls in tactical locations, so the enemy has to go around them or faces a bunker you made head on. The thing I like to do when building walls and bunkers is put barbed wire right in front of it, so the enemy cannot hide behind it or can't jump over the wall. I also try to block off open sections of the objective, so the enemy has to go into certain directions. You must think very strategical on how you want to build certain things, and if you can work together with another engineer in your team, even better. If you run out of supplies, then jump back into the truck and go back to the HQ and get some more. And keep building and upgrading the walls and bunkers. The engineer also has 1 anti-tank and 2 anti-personnel mines. You can place 4 anti-tank mines and 6 anti-personnel mines in total. So keep placing them in strategical spots every time you die. I try to place anti-tank mines on crossroads in a triangle formation. That gives the best chance of an enemy driving over them. Also because 1 anti-tank mine won't destroy a medium or a heavy tank, it is wise to place several close together, and if you are able, place them in a bush or behind some rubble. As for the anti-personnel mines, I try to place them at the end of a hedgerow or in a trench system, because in my experience players will always walk there or take cover in them. Just place 1 anti-tank mine and 2 anti-personnel mines each time you die. And keep track of how many you have placed. You can see them on the map, a little black stripe icon. Now when your team has gained a new objective, for example the 3rd one, and now the 5th and 6th line are friendly terrain, it is wise to relocate 1 or 2 sets of nodes, because nodes produce more when they are closer made to the enemy lines. Here is the rundown. Nodes made in line 1 and 2 do not produce any resources. Nodes made in line 3 and 4 produce 5 resources a minute. Nodes made in the 5th and 6th line produce 10 resources a minute, and nodes made in line 7 and 8 produce 15 resources a minute. And when you look on the map, each objective has a resource icon. The ammo crate is ammunitions, the boot is manpower, and the gas tank is fuel. If your team conquers a objective, then the nodes will produce +3 a minute more resources of the type that it has for an icon. If everything goes bad and you can't get a supply truck and all your team's resources and nodes are now gone, then ask a support player to come with you to make nodes with you. The support class can drop down 50 supplies every 5 minutes and you can start building nodes again. But make manpower nodes first. This will cut down the support supply crate regeneration time by 50%. That means he can drop down a supply crate every 2.5 minutes, and it can be the difference between winning or losing for your team. A good and efficient engineer can make all the difference for a team. He or she can change the outcome of any battle. And for all your hard work you will get rewarded, and the harder you work, the better the results, the higher the reward. And your commander will be very grateful as well. And that is always nice. And if you work very hard, you can earn insane amounts of XP by building everything you can build and help other engineers building their stuff as well. Which is very nice, of course. I hope you all liked this video or found it interesting or useful, and if you did, then help a fellow Hell Let Loose player out and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notification of a new video being uploaded. I try to make at least one video a week. If you have any ideas for new videos or topics I should talk about in upcoming videos, then let me know in the comment section. My name is Burning Wiki, and I'll see you all next time in Hell Let Loose.